Greetings, my name is Jordan Carter, and today I will be presenting my final assignment of the semester. I first want to dedicate my work to a few key important people that helped me embrace my confidence and motivation behind this project. First, I would like to thank my parents for laying down the foundation of consistent progress despite facing roadblocks throughout the course of this journey of life. Watching two people hold a bond over decades to share not just between themselves, but also between the beautiful children that they created in this world to share a bond that is cherished so strong to liquidate the relationships of the children among each other. Always remember each of us is five-star superstars, but is only so strong by ourselves. It is when you unite together, is when you see progress within yourself and with the loved ones around you. Secondly, that leads me to thanking my siblings and my closest friends for staying as key motivation for pushing me hard and not allowing outside distractions to deter me from the dreams that awaits me. And lastly, I would like to thank Central State University, specifically a member of the staff, Professor Easmont. Despite our misunderstandings and disagreements, one thing I can admit to is his passion for what he does in life rather than teaching, rather if it's working on his craft, or his charity he does for students. He inflicts a sign of passion from the student's point of view that brings me to saying, even during his critiqueness of work at the moment, the grades you may receive may not be desired, but the comments and inflection of his point of view for your work leave you wanting to come back harder and stronger for the next project. And I thank you for that, and I thank you for unleashing that flame that was overlong due on being enlightened inside of me. Nevertheless, I would like to start off by reviewing the rule of thirds before I get into my project. In the world of photography, there is more to a perfect picture than snapping a shot, a flash, editing software. Photography is an art, and it is important that when you tell a specific story through the lens of any camera, that you aren't just taking a picture, but you are illustrating a story for viewers. The rule of thirds states that a composition guideline that places your subject in the left or right third of an image, leaving the other two thirds more open. And since when you take a picture, not only are you using yourself or whatever object you are taking a picture of as a form of attention and a key role in the illustration of your picture, but the background is equally important. A background in photography holds a world of information and enables the viewer to understand the context in which the photograph was taken. Also, the background is of fundamental importance in the composition of the image, emphasizing the subject, improving the photography, or if not adequate, it may cause irreparable damage to the image, making it chaotic. After all that being said, next that leads me to the illustration of my project. I want to open up with a quote from a wise man that once said, "Art is meant to be unexplainable." And if you have to explain your art, it takes away from the content and creative freedom of the viewer to indulge in. With that being said, welcome to my project. The theme for this project is named Under the Sun. The meaning of the photos taken was meant to relive a moment that seemed joyful and fulfilling to me, where stress, homework, and adulting itself were seemingly just a thought. The feeling of sliding down a 4-foot slide into a 10-foot pool while taking the moment for granted within itself reaches a spectrum of comfort that convinces you that every day could be this perfect or great. As we all know, those cherished moments only last so long until reality gets off the mat and is ready for another 12 rounds of back and forth excitement, entertainment, lows, and highs. This is the life where we live, where balance controls the aspect of comfort and happiness. Embracing the ones around you is one of the most underlooked blessings in life that consistently becomes taken for granted. So capturing a photo that paused the world essentially in a frame where I felt good and free and was vital to my mental and emotional health. If many around the world facing mental depression could live in a moment for just a second that made them feel well in their life, depression would face a hard struggle battling with the happiness of humans. So to start off, my first picture I call Summer Fun. I call this summer fun because the location of the event brings me back to the times at summer camp, enjoying the moment for what it was, embracing my childhood at the maximum spectrum. I understand looking back at the time I took this photo, how happy and fulfilled I felt. The sight of seeing so many young kids wrapping up their busy school schedules and finally coming together to enjoy this moment under the sun that allows ourselves to enjoy just a quarter of the year. You smell fresh cut grass. You smell the heat of this. You feel the heat from the sun, the fresh smell of new daisies growing, while you sense the buzzing of bees filling each flower with nectar. It's about wearing tan stained t-shirts that started off as white before you arrived, but the third tug of war rematch, your sixth bottle juice, and your second full plate of cookout food says otherwise, as they stand on your shirt as a pledges of honor. As a child, as a viewer, you look and appreciate the times you were young, and I love the fact that I captured that moment with this photo. My next portrait is labeled Soaked in Laughter. This photo also fits well into my Under the Sun theme because of the moment that has took place. As you view the picture, it seems as if the photo is just another mother and daughter enjoying the weather, but it's much more than that. You see in this photo, this mother and daughter are celebrating not just the good weather, but the life of a loved one that was lost and in fact murdered. Due to the respect of the family, I will not disclose their names. Nevertheless, 1 year removed from this moment was one of the most hardest situations a mother and sister or daughter could go through. As their loved one's anniversary has took place, it was when I mentioned capturing the moment with a picture with them was when the lovely family told me their story. And as they began, the sun began to shine brighter than it did the entire day. I snapped this moment as the spirit of their loved one shine by the grace of God through a beautiful sun. I captured this moment under the sun of peace and love. My last piece is called Bright is Life. In this piece, I wanted to capture the genuine moment between these two children. I personally choose this photo to be my last for the very reason of these two beautiful smiles that we see. Under the sun, the children laugh and enjoy the moment for what it is. I believe as adults, we allow life and society to construct our idea of happiness. As adults, we have the genuine side of us stolen from us, distracted by bills, fear, poverty, food, children, and healthy living. We often get lost in what brought out our smile in the first place and lose sight of who we really are due to the materialistic things in life. This photo, in my eyes, argues every rule of adulting, which is to live, love, and laugh no matter how much you have in life, because the richest thing a person can obtain in life is a happy and fulfilled mindset of life, grateful for your blessings, and currently having a determined mindset for the blessings coming your way. Furthermore, even down to the articulate edits of this picture, it all plays mental psychology to the construction of the photo. Most photographers use a gray and white format because it insists that, for one, the picture an event took place in the past. Also, black and white provides photography and removes any distraction of color. It helps the viewer focus on aspects other than the photo. Also, black and white presents interesting creative problems. The world looks different in black and white, which means that you can think about tone, texture, and light in new ways. In fact, when you remove color, the emphasis of the image naturally shifts to other compositional elements. Although all of those statements may be true, I want to embrace the distractions that falls behind us, not just in this photo, but in life. The lens may focus on us, but sometimes it just isn't about the center of the picture that makes it beautiful. It's also about the many important factors behind it, what makes the picture and overall the world a better place. To conclude this project, I would like to address a few important lessons that I learned from the world of photography, which is great light beats a great subject every time, to shoot for love and not for likes, and post-processing is a part of your artistic expression, so learn it well. Keep your gear simple, make friends with other creatives, and hold off trying to make money as long as possible. And remember, love, live, and laugh under the sun. I thank you for your time. This is Jordan Carter signing off one last time. Thank you.